sees Ziad Elsissy from Egypt on the left. 28 years old, world number 12, going up against the world number 1. Turns 30 the day after these championships conclude. We'll get another look at them. The two right-handers going up against each other. I have to say that the most improved athlete since the Tokyo Games, Sandro Bazadze, taking control of the match, Milan.
Well, I told you the volume was going to go up. Just been told it went up a little bit too high. But all resolved now, and it's the world number 1 who has started off the better. Getting on that long attack in sabre, particularly in men's sabre, you're going to win the hit 70 to 80% of the time. And the line came out from Ziad Elsissy, but a little too late. Nice trap there from Ziad Elsissy. Stepped in, lured the attack from the Georgian. And there's another para riposte. Elsissy's taken a bronze in Algiers this season at the World Cup, right back at the beginning of the season in November. Followed that up with the African title, the top 16 finish at the Tokyo Olympic Games. So both actions from the athletes here. If you look on the left, Elsissy misses his first one. Bazadze doesn't land when he gets the right of way. So Elsissy goes from 2-0 down to 3-2 up. So you've got a feeling here that Ziad Elsissy has to come into the middle straight away. He can't allow Bazadze to get on the attack, but if he delays the start of that very first step, Bazadze is going to be all over him in the middle as well, as taking him out on the long attacks. Again, Bazadze on the march. Ziad Elsissy cannot afford to allow the Georgian to get on one of these long attacks. It's just lethal. Just a little sharper off the line again. The Georgian at the moment making this one look quite easy. Bazadze just acknowledging that hit as he stepped in. He brought his arm back. We'll see it here. There goes the arm coming backwards. And Elsissy gains the right of way, much to Vincent Anstet's delight. The Frenchman coaching Egypt just for these World Championships. Bazadze got the line out. There is Anstet. Bazadze got the line out, but it was too late. Right of way remained with the Egyptian. Oh, that's very nice. We've seen him do that a couple of times today in the preliminary rounds. He brought that into his game, that stop cut, or the sky hook, as folk in the USA call it. key thing about that is you don't have the right of way, so you've got to avoid being hit. Another long attack, and you can see Elsissy knows that he cannot allow Bazadze to build up a head of steam. If he starts doing 1, 2, 3 steps, then he's in big trouble, the Egyptian. So not separating those ones. Bazadze's asking for the referee to go and have a look at the video. So each athlete gets 2 video appeals. If the appeal is upheld and you get the decision going in your favour, you keep the appeal. And if the referee sticks with their decision, then you lose it. And it's a pretty quick review from Vasyl Milenchev. And a good call from Bazadze. Elsissy made that one work. He went eyes open with that first step. There was a little shuffle backwards as well, but because Bazadze this time didn't step in on the attack, Elsissy went after him. Long attack from the Egyptians as the blade picked up. It is indeed. And it's this time Elsissy acknowledging the hit. So he's on the attack, but blade's picked up there, and the riposte is good, and the Georgian goes into the break, but with the slenderest of leads. Christian Bauer coaches Sandro Bazadze, and that's Vincent Anstedt. So 2 Frenchmen in the coaching duties in this particular semi-final. Anstedt was a fencer for the French team, a very good fencer for the French team, and then became a coach. He's moved on. 2,000 seats here in the Miko Allianz Arena, and the Italian hosts have done a fantastic job. 2,000 seats, no tickets left. Well, we saw Bazadze having a little bit of a tricky time against Fajani in the 32. The Tunisian got to 13. And then started to ease into the competition, beating Saron of the USA and Yoshida of Japan. Elsissy's route has been a little bit more simple. Had to beat Deshi and Gallo. Second period, and there's that long attack again. So Bazadze goes looking for the blade there, and that's what opens up the right of way for the Egyptian. It's keeping Bazadze honest, that's for sure. So again, the line failing for Bazadze. Just didn't come out early enough. The line is when they stick their arm out and keep it straight. If you can avoid, if you do that before your opponent attacks you, you have the right of way, even if you're stepping backwards, as long as your blade isn't met. And on this occasion, Bazadze got his arm out just a little too late. Elsissy had gone on the attack. So a video appeal from Bazadze fails, and that means he is out of appeals. Such a tight match, that could play its part later on. just a little bit sharper from Elsissy, a little bit more direct, a little bit more intent on getting to his opponent fast, and takes the lead for the first time in the match. We're going to have an African in the men's sabre final. Long attack though from Bazadze. I think Bazadze's going to ramp it up now. He's going to come out of the blocks a bit faster. No need to take any risks or play games in the middle. On the long attack again, right of way to the right, and it's going to get every single one of those. It really is only a matter of getting a couple of steps going forwards, and then Bazadze, well, he smells blood and he goes after it. Elsissy kicking himself for not finding the parry. So an early start from Ziad Elsissy, gets a yellow card. It's way too much of an advantage if you start before the referee says allez. So this time it's Elsissy who comes off the line sharper. They both go eyes open, they both step in, look at what each other's doing, and then it's about who's got the fastest reaction time to start the attack, and on that occasion it was the Egyptian. Again, another little pause there, this time a bit more deliberate from Bazadze. He was looking for what they call a distance trap, stepping in, drawing the attack, and then he's trying to get the parry to hit his opponent, but Elsissy goes around that parry and lands the attack. Too tight to call. Nice long attack. Elsissy is doing what I thought Bazadze was going to do, and he's coming off the mark very, very sharp. 2 away from a world final. No World Championship medals for Ziad Elsissy in his career yet. So he's definitely getting one here, and at the moment he could be guaranteeing at least a silver medal. Bazadze took the bronze medal last year at the World Championships in Cairo. So it said both fencers went looking for the blade, but on this occasion Bazadze was just a little bit quicker to turn that defensive posture into an attacking one. So there was a video appeal from Elsissy, but Milan sticks with his decision. Another card is coming out here for an early start from Ziad Elsissy. So second yellow card is a red card and a point to Sandro Bazadze. Hasn't been put on the board just yet, but trust me, it's 13 apiece. There we go. Critical, that card. Early on for Elsissy. On the long attack, but misses this time. The Egyptian missing. A bit of a gift for Bazadze, you have to say. It's Elsissy's right of way here, and look at that big circular parry that Bazadze put in. Didn't get anywhere near the blade, and Elsissy, for some reason, tried to sort of delicately place it on Bazadze's head and missed. Really rue that mistake. Oh, now, I have the feeling that Bazadze perhaps has the right of way. Referee's not going to the video though. The overhead doesn't reveal too much. unfortunately. I believe the referee has just called that one simultaneous, so can't separate a clear attacker. Now does Bazadze go early? I think he does, and he's going to be the one that gets a card this time. Just had a little bend of the knees, and that was enough for Vasyl Milenchev to say, hey, you started too early, and you're going to get a card as well. So he can't do that again, because it'll be 14-14 if he does. Attack left for me. Attack left for Vasyl Milenchev. It's been a feature of the men's sabre competition here in Milan in these World Championships, just day one, but 14-14s have been popping up all over the shop today, and we've got one here in the semi-finals. One hit to make it to the World Championship gold medal match. Attack left for me. Bazadze's running down the piste as though he's won it, but the referee's compelled to go and look at the video. But my gut feeling was Elsissy started that one first. He seems pleased with himself. He looks like he's turned it around. Look at Bazadze though. He's still cheering as though he's won it. Referee's had a look at the video, coming back to make his call. Has to get them on the line. Vincent Anstedt is pretty pleased and pretty chuffed. He thinks that Elsissy's got it. Referee has to get them back on the line with their masks on before making the decision. And it's been given as pari riposte for Sandro Bazadze, which will explain why he was running up and down the piste, delighted. He applauds Ziad Elsissy because, boy, what a fight the Egyptian put on. But the boy from Alexandria could not quite convert, having got it to 14-14. And it's the Georgian world #1, Sandro Bazadze, who is through to the gold medal match in the men's sabre competition. And that is what it means. Bronze in Cairo. He's upgraded that for sure. Sandro Bazadze guaranteed at least a silver medal here in Milan. You know he's going to want more. What a fight from Ziad Elsissy though. He really put the world #1 under a huge amount of pressure. But you see there the blade being picked up on the replay. There it is, collected from Bazadze. He knew what he was doing. He looked pretty cool, but I promise you at 14-14, he would be far from relaxed. He knew he'd done it, and he knew that Vasyl Milenchev, having looked at the video, was going to give him the hit. And Christian Bauer again has produced an absolute superstar who's through to the gold medal match in the men's sabre competition. Coming up very shortly, we will have the second men's sabre semi-final, but the first one goes to Sandro Bazadze of Georgia in a really tight match against Egypt's Elsissy. He wins 15-14 and is through to fight for the title. Semi-final #2, as Elsissy gets handshakes from Vice President of the FIE, Exec Committee member Don Anthony, and a hug from coach Vincent Anstedt. Bronze medal, not a bad day's work for the Egyptian.